regular crew here. What the hell's going on? Switch. We gotta get Tasty back in here. We gotta get Prox back in these. Know what I'm saying? We got ourselves Team Blue with your favorites. You got Dirks, Brian. We got Keishi. Yeah, Keishi's also your favorite. We got the boy Katrikan. We got Zeka and Francuska. Frenchie. You call him Frenchie. Pharaoh's be out of cat form unless you're dueling, please. Thank you so much. Keishi, you're an example. Zeka, can you be out of cat form unless you're dueling? Appreciate it. Also out of stealth. We're Team Blue. We got Jig. We got us as Christina. We got us as Lancelot. Loopy Hunt. We got us as Sadist. Oh, I didn't expect a name like Sadist. French, you get an attack. Oh, the name is Francuska, which is like French-ish. French-y. French. I'll call him Frenchy. Is this Russian word for like French? Maybe it's a name? We'll call him Frenchie. Just because it's close enough. Actually, it looks like it's going to be Christina. Oh, did he not get knocked out? I think he got knocked out on the AoE, but Frenchie didn't see him. Did pop wings for that one, though. Christina got himself big damage rolling. He's just sparking for damage, man. He's ready to go. Trinket for Frenchie. Gonna get a trinket out of Christina without Hodge. Getting ransacked, though. So thorns are up and running. So Frenchie got wings, but he can't hit into them. Could be Skull Pass. I think Frenchie's down for the go. Oh, my God. Getting torn to shreds by Christina. It's actually Christine Q&A. But we call him Christina just because it makes it easier. You guys gotta remember who's doing these duels. My name is Dal. My brain hurt. Zeka is gonna be up next. There's gonna be Catfight. Literally. Christina gonna be down on Trinket. Does not play Renewal, unlike Zekan, who plays Renewal. Double Wall. Well, I guess I can't really count for it. And Shadowland's gonna be Bioskin on Wall, with Wall being a 3-minute cooldown instead of 4. I think it might be better. Maybe. That's gonna be Christina packing up the eyeball, and this is gonna be able to see Zeka and out. Both of them are bear form right now, just chilling. That's gonna be a bike thrown to Christina, walling the bike. Thorns are up and running as Zeka wants to go for damage too. Got a wall of his own. Looks like these two are gonna have some big damage post wall. That's going to be Zeka popping in thorns of his own. Christina got the bleeds though, and all he needs to do is now kite around Zeka, let the dodge to work. Zeka not even going defensively, still trying to stay aggressive with Christina, turning around with a re-stealth and a rake, open a bash, follow onto Christina, but Zeka did have to burn a trinket in order to get himself out of that CC. That's going to be twisted appendage taken out by one or the other. Big bite by Christina onto Zeka with a dress to follow. Zeka not in a good spot, double crucible to follow. That's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. And looking like he wants to turn around and maybe finish off Zeka right now. Zeka did not stop at all to just get himself even a single heal. Maybe when he had a moment where Christina was running away from him, should have healed. That's going to be Christina getting the second bike by Keshi this time, as Keshi got even more burst ready to go. Christina took quite a bit of damage, but he is taking the time as Keshi is out of stealth to catch a heal or two. And it's going to be a bear form. Popping in thorns and cat form should be able to respond back to Keshi. That's going to be a main with the Reaping Flames. No! That's a lot of damage. And Keshi wanted to go in for the kill there with that trinket. He did not want to be outmatched by Christina. Christina had the run, had the fill. Bash and the Jig is going to trick it out of it. Seeing Keshi low. He's looking like he wants to maybe engage and finish off the fight. Double wall still available for Keshi, but no trinket available though. Jig, perfect opportunity to get some big burst damage out. Didn't quite get the most amount of damage in that moment. As Keshi is now going to be able to get a wall, and that should set him up for a little bit of counterplay against Jig now, as he's going to have extra mastery to burn for big bleeds and big bites. It's going to be another stun by Jig, and Keshi is going to be fully DR. Perfect opportunity right now for you to catch up some heals and get some big damage. It's going to be a big maim into Jig with a Reaping Flame and a dress to follow, as he's just going to cycle yet another wall. Expect for Jig to go counter-offensive. And Keshi's going to be able to respond right after. That's going to be yet another stun to Keshi. Fully DR'd. Not worry about stuns at all. That's going to be Jig popping in more cooldowns. Jig haven't popped any defense whatsoever though. Has darkness. Has blur. Looking like she was just supposed to eliminate Keshi out of the fight right now. But Keshi does catch some line of sight behind the pillar. And Blur finally coming out for Jig. Keshi needs to catch up. A proper opener does not get a proper opener. Oh, it's a Jig, but still might be able to take it here. Does go for the brutal slashes without bash and taking him out. Is going to be able to catch himself at least a heal. But looks like Loopy is playing Beastmaster Hunt again. The pet's sicked in. And does take him out with a couple kill commands. Katrika is going to be rolling in next. Get himself massive pikes. Ready to fight versus Loopy Hunter. It's going to be a stun by Loopy. And as a Beastmaster Hunter, I don't really know if you could actually make that, like, nobody plays Beastmaster Hunter in high-end arena. So I wonder if it's possible to play BM and just like actually dominate. It probably is. Right? Maybe? I guess we'll see if Flippy Hunter can come close, but Gatrican is a mean healing machine. Every bloodthirsty cast is just going to keep him healed up to full. He's actually just denying the Dire Basilisk the whole time while attacking Loopy Hunt's pets. That's going to be a plenty to heal from. Actually, one of the pets does get cleaved down. The second pet could be super low in health. Loopy Hunt having to go for a Turtle Shell, and Gatrican just turns his attention onto the pet immediately. Revive pet coming out for Loopy Hunt, and Gatrican is already there decimating those pets as soon as he sees them. That's going to be Loopy Hunt rotating even more defensive. Survival of the Fittest is getting rotated right now, and probably has Aspect of the Wild right now. Yeah, is that what it is? Because it's still on fire, unless it's Bestial Wrath. It probably is Bestial Wrath, honestly. I thought Bestial Wrath will make you all red. I guess it makes you red for a little bit. Stun into Cat. It's going to be Freezing Trap reflected by Gatrican. Oh, what? Twice? Was that reflected twice? What? Did it reflect twice? What was that? Warstone by Cat. Look at the land and executed. Down it goes. Oh my god, this warrior is on another level. And Sadis is going to be up next as a survival hunter. He looks kind of brutal. He got a Magar look, dude. He got a massive, what is it, Whirlwind Axe? It looks like a Whirlwind Axe. But he's going to play that survival hunter. Getting the dots up and running into Cat is going to be reflective over for Cat. Now Sadis knows he can get himself a full freezing trap onto Gatrican. Again, Bladestorm out. Knows he can go for a traps onto Cat without any issue. But it looks like Cat actually eliminated Sadis' pet. He's going to have to go for a pet revival. He's actually could get interrupted on a pet revival. It's going to be a trap right here. No stun available for Cat. Sadis does get a whole new pet up and running, but Sadis taking quite a bit of damage right now himself. Getting hit with the disarm, not a lot he can really do. He still has grenades and has poisons that he can maintain onto Gatrican, and Kilkemets can still go through with no weapons. And does get the weapon back to send some eagles flying with the aspect of the eagle. Gatrican actually had a really good play there. I was surprised he killed that pet as fast as he did. That's going to be Gatrican trinketing out of the freezing trap, and Sadis is going to bail out of there. Gatrican focusing attention on the pet. Does get a leap for a second, so Sadis might be able to go for a war stomp if he wants to lock him down. But Sadis does get himself a little bit of I don't think it was a heal. It looked like it was a pet heal like a Beastmaster Hunter, but I know it wasn't. It was something else. It was is that... What is that? It's not Master's Call, is it? It's not Sacrifice either. Maybe that pet can actually use a heal. But he's getting like some green lines around him as if he gets a rejuve. Maybe it's a trinket? But Gatrican looking like he's actually going to still continue the fight with Sadist. They are playing very much cat and mouse versus reflect and getting a freezing trap off. This is going to be a stun to Cat. No answer for the survival hunter right now. Is going to be able to get out of that stun and got himself rampage rolling charge onto Sadist, expecting a freezing trap, but not landing that reflect. Sadist did have his pet eliminated yet again, and Gatrican is able to effectively take out the pet. That is also going to give him victory rushes every time he kills the pet. So that's quite a huge, significant percentage healing. That's just what Bloodthirst can do. Charge on the Sadist. He does go for Feign Death for a second in order, I guess, to avoid the root effect from Gatrican's charge. That's going to be disarmed for a second. Gatrican started to build up a little bit of pressure. That's going to be reflect. So now Sadist knows he can throw down a freezing jump onto Cat without any issue. That's going to be fear. Sadist does trick it out of it. Trying to go for Manning Bandage. Gatrican could definitely interrupt it. Sadist can go for freezing trap, but Gatrican still has Bladestorm. War Stomp coming out. Sadist might not have an answer for it. Did sit in the stump for just a second, but Gatrican was still more focused on the pet. That's going to be freezing trap. Maybe not. Sadist super low. Needs to get that freezing trap. Has to go for a turtle shell to get the pet. Revive off. Could not use a freezing trap. I guess maybe Gatrican might have gotten the Bladestorm reflected or something. Or Bladestorm immune. Sadist popping in one acceleration to heal as best possible. Gatrican runs at Sadist, then runs away, making it harder for the hunter to figure out where he wants to place his freezing trap. Because if he places it on himself or places too far out, Gatrican could be out of it immediately. But that is going to be a camo, and Gatrican is going to have to go for another reset. The longer this camo lasts, the better this is going to be for Sadist, but I'm kind of interested in seeing this back and forth. Survival Hunter has so much crowd control for 1v1 duels that it's crazy. You can just kind of dot up the enemy and rot him down. Plus, the cooldowns and the damage you do is actually quite sustainable. Substantial, I guess is the better word, honestly. And Zed is going to get the dots up and running onto Cat, throwing in nades from afar, expecting for Cat to maybe get a charge. He's trying to figure out if he wants to go for a freezing trap or not. Try to trick out Cat with that tar trap. Disarm on to Sadis. Do hunters, are they unable to disarm or unable? Are they unable to drop traps when they're disarmed? I'm not sure if they can or cannot. I think it's only when they're silenced, because technically at one point it counted as a magical ability. That was a nice reflect from Sadis with a trap. No pet available for Sadis. Actually trying to see if he might be able to get the pet back. Fear by Cat, waiting until he might be able to get that interrupt onto Sadis. Sadis got himself a little bit of time left until maybe freeze the trap could be down for the hunter. Actually has to fight for his life, trying to see if he can disengage it. Down he goes. Not a feigned death. Not a drill. That was a real death. And Lancelot is going to be up next. Catchika going for the slow of all those pets. Enraged Regeneration finally coming out for Cat as he's again surrounded by the army of the Scourge. Getting again more slows to Lancelot. Has perfect opportunity for him if he needs to get a charge, heal off of any of the pets that are far enough apart where you can get a nice charge and a beefy heal. Reflect available for Cat. I guess some of the magic damage from Lancelot or any of the caster pets. Catchika still landing a charge on Lancelot as he's completely out of juice. Only AMS available as a defensive. Trying to run Cat into whatever damage he can. AMS coming in as a last form of desperation. Sees Cat on fire. Hoping that's fire damage. It's not fire damage. Cat taking him out. Cat looks like a mad scientist right now, dude. This man is mad. Oh, boys. The duel of him versus a warrior. That was something spectacular. Cat did quite a bit of damage. So did Sadis. Sadis only fought Cat and he was saying 3 million damage into him. Cat just out heals all of it, dude. Oh, man. That was awesome. Double trap reflect was because you dropped the trap there already. Oh, so you dropped the trap, you charged the reflected, then you try to trap you again and still reflect. That's awesome. That was awesome. Dude, he's a trap lord. All right, let's get